If you're looking for a refreshing fragrance to wear this summertime, this is the video you should watch because I have here 8 wonderful options for refreshing, zesty fragrances that smell amazing and will not overwhelm you as we get into this summertime, because it is getting hot right now and I'm looking for the fragrances that are going to be refreshing, that are going to last, that are going to smell amazing, but still not overwhelm myself or the people around me, especially as it gets hot, sticky. But these are fragrances that are going to be ranging from really affordable to a little bit more high end, but there's nothing in here that's too crazy. I think each one of these perfumes is under the $200 mark, so I'm excited to share them with you. But if this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Anya. I love perfumes and I talk about them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, along with a ton of bonus content in between, and I tend to be pretty diverse with my video content, so there is typically going to be something in here for everyone, whether we're talking about the super affordable fragrances or some higher end niche ones as well. So let's get into it, starting off with one of my favorite perfumes I have been wearing, I would say a lot. This is a perfume that I've just been loving. It's by Unoi Namad and it's called Sun Bleached. This is a fragrance that really spotlights the note of sandalwood, and it's one of those perfumes that's also very refreshing. I would pair this with a linen outfit because this fragrance also does happen to feature the note of linen. I don't know if it's cotton or linen. I think it's linen, but this is also a must-have if you're into sandalwood because it happens to be a fragrance that's very refreshing, but because of that sandalwood, it has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's very light, it's very beautiful, it smells very elegant, and it's just one of those go-to fragrances that I will absolutely be reaching for time and time again for the summertime. I mean, clearly, I've made quite a dent in this bottle, and I absolutely love this perfume. So this is Sun Bleached by Unoi Namad. I also really love this next one, Love at First Sight, also by the same brand. This one is a little bit different in the sense that it's more fruity. So it has a fruity passion fruit with some lilac and ambroxan. So this is definitely one that will project a little bit more, but this is a beautiful fragrance if you're a fan of fruity florals. This one is more of a clean girl perfume with that sandalwood, and it's more of an airy fragrance. I absolutely love this one. Both of these are absolute must-haves in my collection. I love them both. Unoi Namad does have a lot of variety when it comes to their sizing. They also sell decants of their fragrances, so you can definitely try getting those decants and you don't have to commit to a full-size bottle of a fragrance you've never tried. So both of these perfumes, must-haves. I love them both. They're amazing. Another refreshing perfume that I absolutely love is Guerlain's Aqua Allegoria Forte Mandarin Basilic. I've talked about this one a lot as a refreshing perfume for the summertime because it absolutely is such a zesty, citrusy perfume with that herbal aspect. And this Forte concentration is the Eau de Parfum concentration. So it'll last a little bit longer than their Eau de Toilettes, which on me kind of disappear very quickly. This one I really love, and I absolutely think if you haven't already tried the Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Mandarin Basilic collection, you definitely need to get your nose on this because this is a classic and I love this for the summertime. Another option that's a little bit more unisex is from Paradis. This is Walhalla, and this is a perfume that is rather unique and it's very unisex. So I sprayed it on my wrist right before I started filming this video because I wanted to get the dry down, because this perfume does have a little bit of a journey. In the opening, you get a little bit of zestiness, you get a green mango, and then as it dries down, you get some florals, some woods, there's jasmine in here, and a little bit of vanilla and tonka. So it's a light perfume. I'd say this is a beachy scent, but all the while, this is a wonderful perfume to wear in the hot weather because of that refreshing aspect at the top. And even the notes in the dry down, like the tonka, vanilla, the woods, these are notes that sometimes can be a little bit more intense, but in this perfume, it's very light, it's very well blended. This is definitely going to be a fragrance that I'm going to be reaching for in the summertime. I did get this gifted from the brand, but I do think if you're looking for a more unique take on a mango scent that's not super gourmand, this is one to try because it does include that mango, that that hint of citrus, but it's done in a way that's very different compared to the other mango scents that you see out there. This is definitely a fragrance in which the mango acts as a helpful accent towards the rest of the composition here. So Valhalla by Paradis, a beautiful unisex option for the summertime. Another one that's kind of my go-to summer fragrance of all time, or one of my go-to summer fragrances of all time, is L'Imperatrice by Dolce and Gabbana, a beautiful tart fragrance with watermelon, kiwi, cyclamen. This is your perfect perfume if you love gourmand scents, but you don't want anything too sweet. If you want something that's a little bit tart, this is a gorgeous option to try. I have gone through a smaller size of this, and I recently, or not recently, but I had purchased this larger size as a backup, and look at the dent I'm making already. I love this perfume. It's an absolute go-to, and I love layering it with other fragrances because it just adds that refreshing zestiness to it that's absolutely addictive, and I'm in love with this perfume. So this will always be in my summer rotation. So this next one is Vow Factor by Sniff. Such a gorgeous scent, especially if you're into more botanical fragrances, green fragrances, fig perfumes. This is gorgeous. I love this scent, and the green notes in here paired with that fig just make this such a refreshing fragrance, and I can absolutely see this as a beautiful perfume to wear for the days when you don't necessarily want to go for those heavy fragrances, but you want something that's a little bit sharp and refreshing. This is gorgeous. Vow Factor by Sniff is pretty affordable as well. I think I think this bottle of goes for $65, and they also have some smaller sizes available for $20. So again, a gorgeous perfume. This does have top notes of fig, galbanum, mandarin orange, a mid of neroli, rose, and orris, and then a base of cedarwood, ambrette, and tonka beans. So I love this perfume. I think it's amazing. I definitely should wear this more often because this is kind of a perfume that I've neglected a bit, but I can see myself definitely including this in the rotation, especially as it gets hotter and hotter, because this is a very refreshing perfume without being too typical. It's a very unique scent. I definitely recommend trying this, especially if you're into more green perfumes. This next fragrance is probably going to be my go-to beachy scent for the summertime. This is Melon Kiss by Navitus. Such a gorgeous scent. I've talked about this a lot. It opens up with a bit of honey, melon, and then it settles into a gorgeous vanilla. I absolutely love this scent. I've done a full-length review on this, and it's a perfume that was made in collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfumes here on YouTube. And I bought this when it first, actually no, I did not buy this when it first launched because it sold out when it first launched, but I bought it in the second run that they did, and I'm so glad I have this in my collection because it's such a refreshing perfume, and it's a gourmand fragrance, and it's very unique. So I love the fact that there's melon in here. Now that I've worn this fragrance a little bit more, I do wish the melon lasted a little bit longer, but regardless, it's such a gorgeous fragrance. Have I mentioned that there's coconut in here? Yes, there's coconut in here as well. There's coconut milk, so it adds a little bit of a refreshing factor, which in my opinion makes it a perfect beachy perfume. So this is like my beachy fragrance for the summertime, Melon Kiss by Navitus. Next, I want to talk about Cherry Powder by Theodoros Kalotinis. This is a little bit of a newer fragrance, but I absolutely love the way they did the cherry in here. It's a bit of like a baby powder scent, so you have to appreciate powdery fragrances to like this one, but I just love this perfume. It's a little bit lactonic. It's so beautiful, and if you're looking for like a go-to day-to-day fragrance that's gourmand, that's a little bit powdery, this one's nice because the powder in here is not so overwhelming, and it's paired really well with that refreshing cherry. So I really like this perfume. It's been one of my go-tos recently, and I've been wearing this one a lot. So yeah, and it's also quite affordable too, like $55 for this, and the quality is really good. So definitely consider trying Theodoros Kalotinis if you haven't done so already. I've talked about them a lot on this channel because they're one of my favorite brands, and I recently did a video talking about this fragrance and Pear Gelato, which was also released in the same collection. So definitely check that one out if you haven't already. But that's pretty much it for this video. Those were the standout fragrances in my collection right now that I think are really beautiful and refreshing scents for the summertime. I hope you're able to find value in this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye.